What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with our next war recap video. This one was a pretty lopsided war. They fought hard and they used most of their attacks, so we will definitely give them the respect of showing what they did to our bases, but it was pretty much a two-star game for them until they got down to our bottom bases. A lot of go we wipes, stuff like that, just two-star attacks. They were two-star specialists, and this is usually the outcome when you face those against a three-star clan. Number one there, she got 61% on it, almost got the two-star. But besides that, several of their Town Hall 10s three-starred, and everything Town Hall 9 and below, obviously three-starred. We had some people saying, when I've been cleaning up all the three-stars on all the Town Hall 9s on the last war against Emphatic Elite, but we don't face those type of bases war in, war out. Very few clans do. So some of our guys, some of the first times they faced bases like that. So that's going to happen. We also had, it was a mixed. We had some of their members, they had some of ours. So it wasn't a normal war, and we didn't get them all. But I think that some people thought that was an indication that we've cheated. We've had 3 wars since the update, and only the one that we didn't get all the Town Hall 9s. But anyways, on to the attacks. Some very nice ones. T. Smith taking out their number 3. Right here coming in with he takes a moment here at the start, so we'll fast forward just for a second. I'm not sure what he was doing there. Right here, coming in with 2 golems, just a GoLaLoon attack. Obviously coming in from the queen side, wants to get in there, take out all these defensive buildings around here, get to that air defense, get to that inferno tower, and obviously get to the queen. Wall breakers let everything open up there. Starts moving in. Once the funnel's nice and created, the king goes down. That's good. King's working his way in. You see he's got a jump spell. You see he's got a lightning for the CC troops. So just letting it develop, letting the golems do the tanking. The queen's sitting back sort of doing her thing. The king's taking out of storage. But as soon as that's done, he's going to grab that jump spell, get right in there, help out with the CC troops and the queen. And now the offensive queen has locked onto the CC troops as well, takes them out, and then gets that air defense. So now pretty much mission accomplished. Defensive queen's down, uses the ability, gets that inferno tower, goes ahead and gets the Tesla, targets onto this Expo. I don't think she quite gets it taken out though, but it's okay. Everything that needs to be taken out is the Lava Hound attack can start coming in from different angles, just targeted balloons. I like that he didn't use a rage over there because there wasn't many defensive buildings, so just save the rage for the good spots. You see he's got 1 more rage left in the freeze, obviously right there on the Inferno Tower, takes it down. Everything piles up on it, and then here uses this last freeze on the back end. So a very, very nice attack. You see that the way this air sweeper is positioned, that is a pretty good position right there, right next to that air defense. He pretty much, all he did was control where T. Smith attacked from. So, I guess you could call that successful as far as air sweeper goes, but T. Smith did the right thing. He came around from the back side of it, and it really didn't affect hardly any of his troops. So we'll start to fast forward as the last defensive building goes down. You see he's got pups everywhere. Just going to take a moment to get everything cleaned up, some of those high HP storages, but a beautiful attack by T. Smith. Absolutely crush that base. Keep it up, buddy. All right, moving on. Let's look at 1 more Town Hall 10. We don't get to see enough Town Hall 10s, so let's look at 1 more Town Hall 10. Shu taking out their number 6. Love what he did. Look at this. He got an exposed queen here, so he drops a giant, just do a little tanking, and then the king and queen are behind it. Now, no golems, no anything. He's just letting his king and queen sort of deal with this part of the base. The offensive queen the defensive queen is already down, and just letting the king work his way up. Do some tanking, take out some trash buildings. The queen's working her way in. Right here, the king gets in range of the CC troops, lures them out. Shu has a lightning for the CC troops, but it's not going to use it just yet. The king's up there sort of taking out a few of them, but the queen's down here. Just use the queen's ability to sort of dump aggro there. Taking out a pretty good section of the base here. As the CC troops pile up right here on the queen, he's going to drop this lightning and does a good job because it takes out pretty much everything that's important. The queen because all the skeletons were dead, the queen targets onto the witches, takes them out, and just lives through all that ordeal. So that was pretty cool. Then just coming in with the Penta Lava Hound attack. Once you take out the CC troops and the queen, if you haven't had to use a golem to do that, that's huge usage of your heroes to get that much value for them. Then you can bring 5 golems, and obviously we know what that's all about. I mean, when you've got 5 golems, you got so much tanking for your balloons and the pups that spawn afterwards. Pretty much, I mean, just look how fast he wiped through this. Let's start to fast forward here. Tons of balloons left. I mean, plenty of pups down here at the bottom, and just balloons galore. I mean, crazy how many balloons that he actually made it through this attack with. So very nice attack by Shu. Just absolutely crushed that base. And again, just huge value for those heroes. When you can do that with your heroes, you have a big leg up on the attack. All right, let's see what's next here. Shadow versus 10. This is the one we're going to look at from the game plan video. And Shadow does it pretty much exactly like we talked about. Most people would call it a cold-blooded hog attack. You're going to use a golem to take right there, just a giant to get the CC lure. You're going to take them over here to the side, take them out with witches, use a giant to get in there to the queen, and then just surgical hog the rest of it. So really nice. And he obviously agreed with the game plan that we put forward in the video, so that was cool. Brings them over, drops a few distraction troops, and then the witches go down, and followed up by the queen. You see he lost a witch there. That's because all he had was one barbarian out there. That barbarian goes down pretty quick. The skeletons didn't have quite enough time to get out there and really get the attention of the CC troops, so he lost a witch there just because he didn't have enough barbs, basically. Right there, the defensive king's going to come right on out, but he's going to get taken care of pretty quickly. And then once this funnel has created, you see the jump spell going down there. The one thing that Shadow did different, he went sort of low here. I would have went high, but really very little difference. Probably smarter this way. That Dark Elixir storage right in the way might have held up some troops, but gets right in here. The king locks onto the defensive queen there, gets it taken down, and then here come the hogs. You see he's got 3 giants. Just going to put them around the point defense like we talked about in the video, and then surgical hog all those outside point defense. Just target right on them. You see just one hog there for the wizard tower. He was attracted by that golem over there, so that was pretty slick. One hog's going to take out that wizard tower by itself, so that a couple come over to help it out, but it had it pretty much taken care of. Good patient on, sometimes I do this, I get in a hurry on my surgical hogs, but Shadow is very patient, letting certain areas develop, getting the heal spells down, sort of taking care of those hogs, paying attention to them before he moves on to the next part of it. But just beautiful. Heal spells in the right places. Hogs deployed in good numbers, good staggered. They're going to be taking defenses out different angles. So no threat for giant bombs or anything like that. Even though this guy had no double bombs, it really wouldn't have mattered. The way he sent them in, they would have triggered them one at a time. You see the queen's over here doing a little bit of cleanup on that wall right there. She is just so special. Beautiful attack, Shadow. Really good job. I'm glad that you and I thought of that one alike. So cool. All right, let's go one more, and we will call it a day here. You're going to get to see actually a lot, like all these 3-star attacks, because I'm going to use them in the background of the Rex Q&A video that'll be coming out later this week. So you're going to get to see pretty much every attack for the next few wars. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Holding my beer here, people always asking me for lower level hero attacks. Here you go. He's a relatively new Town Hall 9, level 13 king, level 10 queen. That's pretty low for us as far as Town Hall 9 goes in hero levels, but does a really nice job taking out this base. Gets the CC lure. Just going to bring it over here to the side. You see he's got a lot of barge here, so he's going to really work them, get them bunched up for the kill. Excuse me. And one thing that he does that I haven't seen much is, I guess, he's used to dealing with the CC without having the queen. He doesn't use the queen as a backup. We usually, use the queen as backup, but I like the way he's slowly staggering these. See how he's staggering those barbs in there? He just dropped them slowly in there. That means he can use just a few wizards, and they're constantly going to be targeting those barbs. He's not putting them all in there to where splash damage can take them all out. He's just letting them go in there a few at a time. It's very efficient, actually. Right there is some of his wall breakers got taken out, but the wall's almost down. Gets the golem out front, has the king and queen behind there for backup. Goal here is just to get in there and take that queen out, and already he knows that's under control. So I like how he's already sending in the hogs. And one of my favorite things about this attack was the heals placement. If you look at this, watch how many hogs he ends up with. I know he brought 4 heals, but I don't know that he lost any to actual defenses. They're standing in the hogs are standing in heals almost the entire time, and he lost some to spring traps, but he is going to end up with just a huge amount of hogs. I mean, he just loading them up with heals. He knows he's got 4 heals. This is a pretty compact base, and he's got hogs standing in heals basically the entire attack. So just absolutely rolls this base. You see the hogs. Finally, the heals are running out, but look at this wad of hogs he's got. I mean, I bet he's got 15 hogs left there, maybe 20. I don't know. That's a bunch of hogs. We'll start to fast forward as they take out the last few defensive buildings. That bomb right there actually wiped out a good bit of his hogs, but the damage was done. You know, the attack was basically over. Had it killed all of them, I think he still would have got the 3-star. So beautiful attack, Hold My Beer. And by the way, if y'all that don't know, that is actually, his name used to be 3R something. I can't remember, it was a bunch of letters and stuff, but he changed his name to Hold My Beer. So that he's been with us for a while. All right, guys, that is it. Good job to everybody at OneHive. 30-8 on the 3-stars. Only one little slip up there on their number 1, but it was close. 94% average destruction. So not bad at all. Good job, everybody. Hope you liked the video. Till next time, Jake from OneHive reminding you guys to suck less.